everybody. Welcome to Don't Stop Trailers. Today we got The Walking Dead Season 6 for you, so let's go ahead and check that out.
You both started out in the same place. You can come back from this. I know you can.
Good people, they always die. I'm a killer, Rick. When you walk too. Rick?
People in here, they've been inside from the start. They haven't had to survive. And they just don't get it. They can't. I don't take chances anymore.
And you shouldn't.
Listen. We'll make this work. Keep this place safe.
Help us!
Keep our families safe.
So we're all supposed to just fall in line behind you. We're doing this now! We're not ready now! How many more of us have to die before we do something? Rick is dangerous.
These people, they gotta take care of themselves. Feel different about it?
Yeah, I do.
I know, Rick. I can stop him. We have to.
People are scared. You should keep an eye on her.
She's in charge. But you're in charge now.
When I was a child, I heard voices
The world isn't what you thought it was. You don't know where you are anymore.
singing, some would scream.
But you still know your way.
You soon find you have few choices.
This is what life looks like now.
I learned the voices.
We have to fight it. Because if we don't, we die.
They're coming. He's been out there. He's faced it. We are going to trust him. All of us.
If you're choosing this life, you will die.
Gotta keep moving!
You get the hell out of here and you don't ever come back.
Really think you're gonna take this community from us? From Daryl? From Michonne?
From Glenn.
From me? Don't do it, man! They're coming! Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
You see that? How many people are out there?
Here's the deal. You don't say shit, and I don't kill you.
You know you think I am.
Woo! Wow, what a piece. That looks pretty stinking intense. Obviously they're gonna have like the returning cast, Andrew Lincoln. I'm a Norman Reedus fan, so him riding on a bicycle, on a hog,
On a bike?
bicycle, bike
with
yeah.
pedals.
Yeah.
It's like reimagine the whole series with him on a bike with pedals instead of a motorcycle.
Right.
Good.
No, it's gonna be interesting dynamic seeing Andrew Lincoln and Lenny James and how they're gonna interact with each other. Morgan is on a different path than when we previously saw him in the last two seasons. So
I think they're like on the opposite paths. I feel like
Yeah.
last time Rick ran into Morgan. Morgan was kind of psycho and was like, you know, and now it's like
it's
Morgan walks in
going the other way.
He's covered with blood on his face. Just shot some guy in the face.
Yeah.
And was like, and Morgan's like, whoa.
Yeah,
dude, like, what are you
pretty
doing?
crazy. The way the trailer kind of shows it shows like maybe Rick and Morgan having some sort of disagreement and bickering back and forth, but I don't think that's the case. Personally, I think when it comes to both of them, they're talking about dealing with the dirtbags that the town kicked out before, guys that had those trucks filled with zombies at the warehouse. You know,
there's those guys, guys with the wolves and stuff on their
right.
the little, what was it, cross?
Yeah, it was a W. It was a
W's,
that was
yeah.
on their,
so they had the W's on their forehead. Morgan like whooped a couple of them into shape.
Freaking bow staff their asses, yeah.
Yeah, out of nowhere, like he just learned how to use a bow staff.
Whap, you know.
But it's, you know, they get trapped in that area, that fenced area, where they start coming out of those big, vans and stuff like that, basically. And it looks like they've been basically maybe just hoarding them up over and over and over to finally release on that.
And that was the assumption at the end of last season, is that they were going to be using those to try and take down those gates. That's why they had the big trucks full of zombies, and then we may see that come to pass this season from the looks of it. But those guys are in for a rude awakening because our crew of folks are pretty intense and hardcore.
Well, there's a few things to notice too. Is there's a couple of scenes. One being Glenn is in an alleyway when he's mentioning Glenn, and he's right next to Mike or whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah.
And they're both shooting down an alleyway.
Right.
Because in the last episode, he saved his life.
Yeah.
Because his ankle was hurt or whatever.
Right
like
at the
that.
end.
So it looks like they're working together now, or maybe Glenn doesn't make it back to camp. Maybe something happens before he makes it back to camp, potentially, and they're still just stuck out there trying to survive, and they have to go a totally different direction.
Right.
So maybe the few episodes of this next series is Glenn and this guy he hates have to work together, and then maybe eventually make it back, because we do see that scene when he's with his love.
Right.
So this looks like there's a lot of controversy going on. Rick wants to be the king because he only trusts himself. He doesn't take chances.
Well, and he doesn't want to deal with like stupid people anymore. In the zombie apocalypse, like you fight to survive or you're dead. That's it.
Exactly.
And he doesn't want to deal with the weaklings that are in between. Honestly, that would be very frustrating for him after all the crap they've been through.
Well, I don't think he minds having weaklings around. He just wants them to do their job, and he doesn't want to. It's like he doesn't want to take any flack from anybody, basically. And Morgan, he's been out there, and he is obviously kind of swaying everybody somehow or another, because he sees maybe Rick going down a certain path and is like, you guys, we need to stop him. I mean, he knows how.
Right.
So he's like, maybe he can talk to him or whatever.
And he may not mean like in an aggressive, I'm going to kill Rick kind of way.
I don't think it's that way either.
It may just mean like, hey, I can talk this guy down. We've been through a lot together.
From the beginning. I mean, he's the first.
But the ending of that trailer, the ending with Norman being captured or whatever the frick is going on, if Norman dies, if he's out, Daryl's gone. I know he's not in the comic books, but if he's gone, I'm done. I'm done.
That's his homeboy.
Yeah, that's my man. That's what
I think. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not positive.
Walking Dead man crush.
I think. Well, just speaking of man crush, is the homeboy in there that basically brings him in there to their little family. I personally think he has a crush on Daryl, and I think Daryl goes missing, and I think he becomes worried.
Yep.
So I think there becomes like, hey, we gotta go get Daryl back. I think he has like a soft spot for Daryl. Him. Well, I mean, he's him and his boyfriend or whatever. I don't know if maybe that's how big of a thing that is. Obviously, they look like they're in love, but I think there's a soft spot for Daryl maybe.
Yeah.
And there's still no like clues really based of if sexually or whatever Daryl is. Attracted to women or men.
He's had many chances with Carol and has not taken that jump yet, so we don't know.
Yeah.
But I know that is the love story everyone's waiting for, is Daryl and Carol. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I keep forgetting his name.
I don't know. But,
but I mean, there's those scenes. There's a lot of. I mean, there's what's her name? She just lost her husband.
Oh yeah.
Well, both of them, they lost her husband.
Yeah, he's kind of psychotic too, and then unfortunately at the end they both ended up dying last season because one couldn't control themselves and the other was too trusting. So
one got his neck slit, and the other one got a bullet in the hole in the dome.
Yep.
So that's unfortunate, but
Yeah, but that's the Walking Dead season 6 trailer.
well, that's what we think.
Yeah, that was released at Comic-Con, and let us know what you guys think. Go ahead and leave us some comments, and we'll see you guys on the next
If you're
Don't
watching,
Stop trailers.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Bye.
Bye now.